All right, so you've brought home a Jack Russell Terrier puppy. Let me tell you, you're not just housebreaking any old dog. You're trying to communicate with a tiny, furry genius. So today, we're going to dive into a whole different mindset. It's not about fighting that brilliant brain. It's about partnering with it. So let me ask you this. Think you can outsmart this little dynamo? It's a tempting thought, right? But here's the secret. This isn't a chess match. It's not about outsmarting them at all. The real win comes from understanding them. That incredible intelligence they have, that's not your biggest obstacle. It's actually your greatest tool.
And this right here, this is where so many of us get tripped up. It is so easy to see an accident on the rug and think, ugh, this dog is just so stubborn. But let's reframe that. The truth is, these guys are lightning-fast learners. So if they're learning the wrong thing, like, the carpet is an acceptable bathroom, it usually just means our signals are getting crossed. It's not stubbornness. It's a sign that they're waiting for us to be a clearer teacher.
And that brings us to the absolute heart of this whole thing. I want you to just throw the term housebreaking out the window for a minute. Seriously, we're not breaking anything here. We are teaching. We're teaching them a new language. The language of here is the right place to go. And let me tell you, when you shift your thinking from a battle of wills to a teaching moment, it changes the entire game.
Okay, so how do we actually do that? Well, it starts with our very first pillar, proactive prevention. So I want you to think of yourself as an architect of success. Your main job is to design a world for your puppy where making the right choice is the easiest, most natural thing for them to do.
The fancy term for this is environmental management, but honestly, it all comes down to this. You set up your puppy's space to make the right choice, going outside, the easiest choice. Seriously, prevention is like 90% of the solution right here. It's that important. And for more deep dive tips on this, don't forget to sign up for that free dog training course down below. So what does this look like in real life? Well, here are the big ideas. You create a yes zone. That's a totally puppy-proof space where they just can't get into trouble. You learn to predict their schedule, right after a nap, after a meal, after a good play session. That's prime potty time. You make supervision your superpower. An eye on the puppy prevents a mess on the floor. And, so important, you help them see their crate as a cozy, safe den, not a punishment. See? It's all about stacking the deck in their favor. Okay, so prevention is huge. It stops the mistakes before they even happen. But what do you do when they get it right? That leads us straight to pillar number 2, positive reinforcement. This is your chance to throw a party. This is how you communicate loud and clear, yes, that's it, you did it. And I just love this idea here. Think about it. Yelling at a puppy after an accident just creates fear and confusion. They don't get it. But celebrating a success the moment it happens, now that is communication they can understand. It's crystal clear. It connects the action with the reward. Being kind is being clear. And if you want to learn even more kind and clear ways to train, you know where to look. That free course is waiting for you. So you want to make those rewards really count? It's easy. Just remember the 3 R's. First up, recognize. The instant they finish doing their business outside, you need to be on it. Second, reward. And I mean immediately. Not when you get back inside. The treat, the good boy, the happy dance, it all happens right there on the grass. And finally, number 3, repeat. Every single time. That consistency is what forges that super strong connection in their genius little brain. All right, we've got our 2 big ideas, preventing the mistakes and celebrating the wins. So now what? How do we weave these 2 pillars together? Well, this is the really cool part. This is where we stop just following rules and start building a real partnership. And here it is, the winning formula. It's that simple. You've got proactive prevention on one side, which sets them up to win. You've got positive reinforcement on the other, which tells them when they've won. You put those 2 together, and what you get is so much more than a dog that doesn't pee on the carpet. You get a strong partnership built on trust and clear communication. So here's maybe the biggest piece of advice I can give you. Change your goal. Let go of this idea of having a perfectly trained puppy from day one. It's not realistic. Accidents are part of the process. Instead, aim for a perfect partnership. That's the real prize, a relationship where you get their needs and they get what you're asking of them. Look, house training, it's really just the first conversation you're going to have with your new best friend. Once you get the hang of this language, this dance of prevention and reward, you'll realize you can teach them almost anything. A whole new world of communication has just opened up. So now that you know how to speak their language, What amazing things are you going to teach them next?